Let's start this thing.
Alright, now I know what that song is. That was worth it. That was worth a bit of a false start of sorts again, which I still need to work out why it's happening. Hello, Ada. Let's remove that song from the playlist because even though it can sometimes be good, it's very situational. It's like, if you want a bit of hype in your gameplay, it's like, yeah, come on, this can be good, but other times it's like, headache, please, go away. Alright, so, a little bit of a tough spot. We've got flick climbs to do, and sadly my job mates have given me climbing to do. And we've got the gap. So my thought process is, I'm going to do a battle on here. I'm going to flip over to my main account, do a battle there. Start my GAC on my main account. Hopefully finish it before my fleet climbs over. And then come here and do a, hopefully, finish my fleet climb here. So we're going to do some yo-yoing, maybe? Ravers open. Just a shame I used my Inquisitors at the start of the phase. Mike's working, isn't it? Yeah. Alright, Scimitar and you come. Right, let's have a sip of this drink. Iced coffee. Ooh, okay. I forgot that Scimitar got blown up. I was expecting Sass to get destroyed. I know in the grand scheme it's not important, but I will just say this. I did have quite a lot of fun making yesterday's video. It's not had a lot of views so far, but there's something fun about playing a card like Spider-Man 2099, which I have not played pretty much ever. And especially trying to actually make the thing work. I had a few frustrations that I had with cards not doing what I wanted them to do. And yeah, it was quite a fun session. I mean, I recorded over what I meant to. Normally I try to aim for 40 to 50 minutes. This one was an hour, but it was literally because I wanted to try and get a few extra wins, and I think I managed one instead of the two I wanted. As decks go, it wasn't like a great deck, but it was still fun. I need to move away from fun, though, for a little bit. I need to do some conquest. Oh, hang on, I've got this. Okay, that's handy. Alright, logging into Tammin. I don't actually know what I'm facing this round. I've not done any research. I mean, it's a little bit weird. Myself, I'm rather uninterested about my birthday, but I do show an interest because my mum has an interest, you know, obviously. So it's like them days I was like, yeah, I'll just kind of get on with it. But I didn't play much Swoggle as a result. I'll say play much Swoggle. I did do like my dailies, but yeah, not the same as like doing a little bit of GAC planning or anything like that. Okay. Oh, that's it. I was going to pin a comment earlier. I forgot to do it because I realised my title was wrong. Once Scimitar's out, I'll just set that up. Hello, sweet. How you doing? There we go. I've moved over here, otherwise it's Streamception. I think I've done that right. They've intrigued me, the new Focus Datacrons, because I get the idea that one of the new characters gets one. It's like, why wouldn't they? But I think some of those that are they're going to be in the episode store, they look kind of cool. I don't think any of them are actually bad. Maybe some would get less use than others, but I think even if we're talking purely about the abilities rather than stats, I think they've all got something about them. Okay. Let's claim that. We'll claim that. Feels like such slow progress at times. Yeah, I need 2 of them. Okay, let's get into Grand Arena. So, my opponent is 187. Makes them easy to look up. They are representing Ayota. Is that how it's meant to be? Ayota? All you need is Onslaught. Alright, cool. Just realised I shut the wrong window down. Best commando's decent. You don't want him at R7 for Zector, I think it was. Definitely for Balin Skull. No, not Balin Skull, sorry, to the one, Bo-Katan Mandalore. Alright, so let's have a look at the differences. We're behind on GP, 12.5 to 13.1. Zeta's 327 to 387, that's a bit lame. Omicron's 50 to 59. They've got 2 more GLs. In fact, has anyone in this bracket got less GLs than the full complement? One of them. Halo Horn Tholo has got 8. They're missing Ahsoka. That makes me feel less lonely. It's going to be a very slow zoom in, I feel. Okay. So, Ralix, 257 to 255, so I've got 2 more Ralix than them. Hey! Breakdown, though, they've got double my R9s, 12 to 24. Wow. 15 Rallic 8s to their 57. 96 Rallic 7s to their 64. 86 Rallic 5s to their 58. Okay, so the bottom end was still coping alright, but the top end were outflanked. 25 pluses, 106 to 33, so we've got a good number there. 20s, 318 to 168, again looking good. Even ahead on the 15s, 485 to 395, so fingers crossed that's a good trend. It re-rolled more Datacrons than me. Yeah, speed modding on C doesn't make much sense. Neither does speed on Rey. And you wouldn't really want offense on... Yeah, you can do offense on Slacker, but you prefer crit damage or speed. Speed is the preference. Yeah, speed again doesn't make too much sense there. You want offense for Starkiller. Yeah, just looking, and there's a few question marks here. I mean, I haven't got Qui-Gon's Omicron, but mine's quicker. It's like, okay, that's a bit interesting. I'd say Taran's looking alright in terms of speed there. Maybe crit chance is a bit redundant, but it's still alright. They've got the Bane looking alright. They've got CX2, so that's a red flag. If they've got Scorch, which I assume they will, that's a big problem. Okay. Bam at 302 speed seems a bit out there. Like, I'm not sure why you'd have Bam that quick. Padme that fast as well at 329. That's a new one. They have questionable modding choices here. Oh, I again closed down the wrong window. Okay. So, low plan, that would be this, but we need to reset it anyway. Okay, let's see what they've set. Now, I've made one change to my defense. I've given Saw Gerrera an Omicron, and at lock-in, sadly not higher, he was Rallic 2. So the Cron isn't going to do too much, it just gives protection up. So I'm not anticipating too much this round, but it's there for future rounds essentially. Hopefully it's enough, because putting Luthen there, it is going to kill my Mon Mothma team. But Mon Mothma's not also doing that well for me in terms of we're not really using her, so hopefully we get more benefit points Saw and Luthen down. But yeah, same as before on the other walls. Is that Princess Leia you're talking about, Sweet? Honestly, the one that I found you need the most gear on for the CLS event was Stormtrooper Han. get Stormtrooper onto gear 9, and usually can get through it with gear 7 or 8 on the others. Right, let's start writing these down. We got Rey with Ezra. We got Ahsoka without Ezra. We got Leia. And we got Hunter. Alright, that's interesting. I don't think it'll have any impact at all on defense, but it's interesting. Okay, we've got Qui-Gon here with Halloran back. Got Jab Jab. Got Lord Vader with 3 of the 4 clones. And we got Boss Nass. Yeah, I'm with you, Maul. I actually did rate Darkseid Rey lower on initial Luke, but I have been swayed a bit that way. Feel like initially I was like, is it just overkill? But potentially it could be really impactful on defense. So yeah, for that reason. Let's just have a look at the actual... I've got like the cron descriptions here. That's the Temple Guard. That's Rey's. So whenever an enemy takes a turn, she takes a bonus turn and she deals 100% more damage. That's like the old Dash Rendar one, isn't it? So that could be really nasty. I do like this. I don't know where it's going to go, but I do like it. I think there's something that could be really kooky with it. I completely agree this is going to be busted. You know, the fact that Luke can use take a bonus turn whenever he uses special, it's like, wow. And I kind of think this could be quite plug and play. I think that's why when I initially read them out, I think I did put Krennic higher. Yeah, I went Hoda, Krennic, Rey, Nebbit, but definitely understand the idea of Rey getting above Krennic now. I think for myself, it was literally just the level 12 that got me thinking about Krennic. You know, dispelling tenacity up, reducing the tenacity. Yeah. It was a good support cron, that. Yeah, it's not even to go with Krennic or Nebbit, really. I do think I'm really intrigued if there is something that can be done with this. Because it essentially says you need Nebbit... let me get this right. It needs to be Nebbit, Queel, IG, and then 2 Jawas. But I do think there could be something fun in there. I just don't know what. Might be a back wall team or a front wall team for a lower player. Either way, it was intriguing. Plus, it could be a way to get people interested in Datacrons. You know, they might have bought the Jawa bundle. Alright, so... we've got problems to solve. Let's get cracking at them. So, let's start listing what we've got and what we haven't got. I need to save this somehow because I'm getting fed up attacking it every round. Leia. The Supreme Leader Kylo. Jabba. Sith Eternal. Melgus. Boss Nass. Adrad. Baylan. Oh, try again. Baylan. DLS, which I'm actually leaning towards doing on Bad Batch. We've got Sia Malicos. Veers. Afra. Bane. Bo-Katan. Bo-Katan's actually Relic 7 now, so we can use her properly. We got Bosk if we want to do some bounty hunter shenanigans. Similarly, we got GG on offense. We haven't had him on offense for some time, so there if we need him. We've got Bam in case we want to try the Beskar Armor Sana team. I'll put Palpatine down for a Starkiller team in case we can afford it. Iden. Para. Tuskens. And then we've got Dabob Bulba. Sidious. I think that would be it, because Mon Mothma's kind of there if we have to clean something up, but you look at how much I've listed. We're in a bad spot if we have to clean anything else up. Right, so I'm going to save this as 5v5 versus 187. That way, I can delete that one. So my initial thought was DLS can take out Bad Batch. Just focus down, Echo, we're done. Now, I feel like it would be ballsy of me to have not used Bo-Katan pretty much at all on this account, and to then suddenly go and say, right, go and take down that Ahsoka with 3 R9s and 2 R8s. Plus 30% defense on the stats. So, I'm wondering if there's like a light counter. Maybe we do something like that. Just take CM with a bunch of mishmash. We do C there, we do Slacker there. Am I imagining it that the BAM can do that? I'm just thinking, because if we do it like that, then we can do layer on Lil Vader. We would have Bo-Katan for that. And yeah, we could do Gungans against Qui-Gon. So that does have that little red flag, like I mentioned. We would have to get through that. So I think let's actually test it. Let's see if we can get through it. Is there anything here that gives me a cause for concern? Not really there. That potentially could be a problem, but let's just check Mon's kit for a reminder. 245. 295 effective without layer. So 335. Got a lot of armor pen. We gain a little bit of speed. I'm intrigued how this goes. With Rex there, this could actually go bad. Now I think about it. Hey, Snappy, how you doing? Yeah, I thought I'd get in early. Okay. Okay. A little bit bummed we didn't get the kill when I was after it. Yeah, there's gonna be a kill here. The question is, does it improve it on defense, make it so that Bane can't Bane? At least that's where I'd be thinking. Alright, I'm going to leave that there for a minute. I know I've preloaded it, but I'm thinking we got rid of Drogon. And the main purpose of that was to see if we could afford to do some of these, and I think we can now. I really don't like dropping it, but I've dropped it, so I kind of feel let's just leave it as it is. I mean, to be clear with that Ray thing, by the way, there's no guarantee that it would make it better on defense, but maybe it's that thing of if Darkside Ray's got 100% more damage and she's taking a bonus turn every time Bane takes a turn, it could stop that, for instance. Let alone other counters. I've got Bane in my head because that'd be my go-to. I suppose, how much will it be for up? I mean, the Crom provides 150% damage. It's an interesting thought. Alright, let's give this a go. Yeah, there is that as well, for sure. It is one of the downsides. She does hit like a wet noodle. Alright, I didn't particularly relish that. Alright, Apo gone. Let's stop CX2 taking a turn, just for the fact I don't want him thinking, right, I'm just going to hit Adrad how I feel like it. That's okay. Let's pass that to Leia. Burn, baby, burn. Get R2 some damage immunity. Let's steal that very little bit of turn meter away from Drogon. There we go. Can't gain mastery from any of his allies because he's got no allies. Right, just try and slow him down a tad. Let's get that to R2. And hopefully this gets us close, if not at max banners. Max banners. Cool. Alright. I have used BAM. So it does mean we're not going in with the strongest lineup. But hopefully Armourer can do something. With that in mind, did I need Armourer for this? Maybe. Maybe I can put Sabine in? Certainly get down the weaker end of the list. Ooh, saying that, just maybe this is better. You know, rather than quote-unquote risking it, let's send that in. This is the way. You do well, you get punished for it. Is there a reason why I can't target the shield? I don't get that. Oh, okay, that was rude. I mean, go for the shield now, but it feels like a bad idea considering I'm on low health. That definitely could have gone better. I'm actually cheesed at that. The shield really was needed there. You know, getting past it. Alright, Sabine's back. Yeah, I mean, I didn't know what the stats were, but genuinely, that just felt wrong that mechanically I couldn't go for the shield. Can't think of a reason why that should be happening. Shield's on the board, it is an enemy target, so why wasn't Bubba able to use his ignore taunt to go for it? Alright, we've got the tank out. Alright, Jar Jar out. But yeah, I'm not actually bothered about how the battle went. It was more just that initial thing of wanting to go for the shield. It feels like it's just an important tempo starter. So yeah, it didn't feel right that I couldn't go for it. Alright, pretty straightforward here. I'd say I've had one drop I could afford and one drop I couldn't. Yeah, I didn't really want Merciless right there and then. I was going to say, you've had your turns, now it's mine. Alright, let's go for Scando. Right, Scando's hanging in there. Yeah, I don't mind going Merciless now. Just get some damage out there. Oh, wow, she's hanging in there. Let's pop you out. Go haywire. Just pop a bit of protection disruption on Chrysanthemum. Increase some cooldowns. Basic. Basic. And another. Let's just wave our hands. And call BT to assist. 63. Qui-Gon, let's send in our own Gungans. Okay. Alright, I'm kind of glad that they used the AoE then. Their saviour. He's definitely worth it. I feel like I miss him a lot. I miss him and the Gungan team a lot on my free-to-play account. It is a hassle. It wasn't the easiest event, but once you get him, you definitely feel the benefit. Like, I'm talking about, like, say, in GAC with feeling like I'm missing him. But even, like, with the GC right now, I feel like I'm missing him with that. You know, they basically say, you only got 4 Gungans? Tough luck, you can't do it. I do genuinely think they should make it that you can have a minimum of 4 in that. If a faction only has a minimum of 4 non-legendary units, you should make sure you can only have to have 4. It's like punishing people for not having a full complement. Alright, wall down. What we got hiding? We've got Dad Bob Boba. We've got Boss. And we've got Saul. Okay. I am going to overkill that Boba. Last time I didn't and I regretted it, so I am going to overkill it. We will do... We'll do Seer on Saul, and we'll do JML on Boss. And we've got Bane left over to clean up Leia. I feel like Balin and Ahsoka are 2 good targets. You know, I wouldn't call it worthy of being lost, you know. Oh, hang on. Let's not go for that. Yeah, that aspect is frustrating. I'm not going to deny it. I mean, I haven't got the Great Mothers on my free-to-play for that reason. It's a bit of a chore going for it. Alright, I don't really want to link Ahsoka, but I will. And I feel like Sabine is probably the one that puts out some damage, so we'll link her. Go on, we'll do that. Okay, Ahsoka the White. Armor has taken a very long time to take a turn. Did they keep reducing the turn meter? Not just turn meter, but cooldowns. You little swines. Where I don't know Ahsoka's kit well enough. Wow. Okay, well... get rid of one of them. We can hopefully work on relinking in a minute. Okay, let's get rid of Syndulla and Huyang. I mean, at least GLs can't be fractured like they used to be. Oh! Okay. Huh. Oh, that was a smack and a half. Hmm. I think I stick to the plan in terms of Bane. I'm sure I've heard someone say to me in the past that if you have Fulcrum in your Ahsoka lineup, it makes it susceptible to Balin. So I think I'm going to give that a go in a minute. You know, after a pretty much near perfect week last week that I somehow ended up 1-2ing, I feel like I'm in a bad way this week despite coming in good form. The beauties of Swaggo, I guess. Oh yeah, I've been farming the... Oh yeah, I've just realised you're talking Snappy, aren't you? Yeah, I've been doing Bad Batch. They're a bit of a pain in the arse, but hopefully they'll be worth it. Wrecker is really annoying me with his node. I feel like I get very inconsistent drops from him. Yeah, I wish they were a little bit more accessible, but saying that, I feel like I've probably got the quickest to 5 stars from a marquee character, so can't complain. Yeah, I don't know what it is with Wrecker. Maybe it's just the actual energy you need for him, but compared to Omega, it's taking so much time. Okay, we've got one side out. I can't captive Galactic Legends, can I? Yeah. Let's just do that, I guess. And hope that didn't happen, you bloody dozy. Bonk. The thing I said don't happen, it's like, I shouldn't have even tried it. I should not have tried it. Alright, Balin Cleaner. Yeah, Omega flew for me by comparison. It's why I was really surprised. I thought they might have made them all relatively easy to get. You don't lose banners? I will take that. I honestly thought I'd been robbed.
We're certainly lucky that you're around.
Appreciate your sound. Appreciate your sound. Appreciate your sound. Appreciate your sound.
Time for your food.
Appreciate your sound.
I was surprised when T-Max said it. I was like, I would have thought we'd have lost banners, but hey, I wouldn't complain. I wonder if they put that down just so that people could do the Bad Batch. I've been wondering how you're meant to complete that. I'm like, I haven't seen any Bad Batch anywhere.
Appreciate your sound, need a renovation.
Oh, I've just realised to put Red Trooper in here. Not the biggest thing, but slightly inefficient.
Appreciate your sound, need a renovation.
Okay. No point triggering that. Go for focus on Ray, I should say. Make sure we got advantage so that we aren't able to be crit. Oh, you little bloody swine. Have that. Alright, I stand by what I said last time. I'm just burning this with fire. How else are you meant to burn something?
Appreciate your sound, need a renovation.
I suppose. Might just show that my brain doesn't go to that place. Right, let's just pump Bubba. And let's just go all in. There we go. Fennec can now do one. Hey up, one Pratt. How you doing? Raid, we got Party 12 joining us. How are we doing? The Burn. How you doing, Burn? Let's just give Mando a little kick. And yeah, let the Wampa eat. Not the Wampa. Let the Rancor eat. Got there in the end. 65. How's GAC going? I'm going to say it's going... Actually, I think that's fair to say. It's just going. How's yours been going on? Buenos dias. I can't think how to respond to Buenos dias off the top of my head, but hello there. Is Stress there from one Pratt? I know that seems like an obvious response from me here, but I hope everything's okay. Is that JML in this? Yeah. Alright, let's go for it. Yeah, I mean, I'd be saying, like, I don't really know what else to add because I don't want to cry. That's my only thing there, One Proud. I want you to know I'm listening, I'm here, but I also don't want to be sounding too nosy. I feel like I could gather conquer out here anyway. Let's do that. All right, interesting. Yeah, let's get rid of the Omicron. Hey up, Art, how you doing? Let's just pop that onto JML. AoE. Just occurred to me, wasn't Grief with the other team? I mean, I respect Coop, but this one feels weird. Alright, 67. And then Sorgavela. Interesting if that's... Yeah, that's Zalbar no Army. Maybe this guy thought that Zalbar had joined the Rebel Alliance? Either way, I feel like I paid this team a bit too much respect. 65, why not? Yeah, either that or Living with a Wookiee for sure. I mean... I can't really say I fully get them cooks. Like, Grief and Mando, like, surely you'd want them with Bosk and Zam. Even if that then means Bulba and Fennec have got the Dud bounty hunters. I don't know, even relying on bounty hunters feels weird, but yeah. I don't know what to make of that. Alright, app break. And just while it's on, I can at least have a think about this. Now, I'm mulling over, do we do... Where are we going to use Prof? 77's almost a guarantee with the Negotiator. Maybe we do Leviathan on Executrix? And do Chimera or Executrix against Radus. Yeah, it's definitely a choice. Not one I tend to go for. I don't think I've done that this year. Maybe. Crimson does things out of desperation, usually. Right, yeah, let's get the Prof lineup ready. And let's go. Okay, let's just go and smack Anakin. There we go. Stealth boys in stealth. Let's mark him. Yeah, you can have another stack of unending loyalty. You can have as much unending loyalty as you damn well like. Because I'm going to just smack you to death. Don't worry, I can wait my turn. Alright, bye-bye. So, get the tank out, and then focus down Marauder. Obviously, reinforcements that disrupt that. 5s. Usually Plo. Mustn't have got the message that a Plo job was required. Basic. I'll take your ships now. Yeah, you can say you've got the bad batch going, but I'm not worried. Preso supercomputer. That's it. Go on, you can smack it a bit more. Go on, I'll do it then. Alright, banners are looking good. Alright, as predicted, let's move on. Your opponent last match lost 3 banners, and the match by bringing 3 reinforcements for this fight. Yeah, that does feel a bit overkill, gotta be said. I mean, I am someone who does sometimes go a little bit on the side of caution, but there are certain fights where it's almost like, yeah, we've got this. Either that or you hope you've got this. You want to steal my buffs, do you? Let's just focus on Vader. Alright, so TIE Defender will blow up. I'm a little wary of killing him too quick. It's like that. I thought the AoE might do less damage. Now we're going to kill him. I mean, 75's still par. You know, it's kind of okay, but... Eesh. Alright, let's ability block there, special. And reinforce with defender. Done. Wiggle. Deal. Because it's going to take a turn, we're going to nuke it. Base it. Oh, dodge. How many banners did that cost me? It didn't cost me as such, but I didn't benefit either. Like, Chimera would have got me 74, so I got the same as I would have done with Chimera. 1787. Not a great performance on my side. Dropping once on the Gungans. And then 4 times in total on Ahsoka and Leia. The one on Leia, originally, I didn't mind. Trying to see if I could get the BAM counter to work. But, yeah, Rex played a part in stopping that, I think. Not to mention... Yeah, Steve really could have done better against Ahsoka. So a few little hiccups there. If I lose this one, I can't complain, but considering how last week went when I did so well, I'm really hoping that the karma of all this will come back to reward me a little bit. You know, like I put in a couple of good performances and didn't really win, so it'd be nice if I had a win off a bad performance as such, but We'll see. Alright, Neoda, I'm pretty sure your payout's quite a way away from me, so I'm going for you, man. Before I start my stream, I made an iced coffee. And I feel like now it's gone more to watery coffee. Yeah, exactly. I would like another win. Some people call that greedy. I just call it, you know, playing the game. Right, I'm just going to put this on full auto, man. I can hear something in the other room. Okay, we're all okay. Mum just talking to my neighbour through the window as you do. Very nice when you have a fleet battle and you're just able to do this. I can't remember if Neoda's actually got Leviathan or if he just climbs with Proc. So, as well as getting batched to gear 12, I'm working on Hunter now. A few things I've done the last couple of days. Been working on Saw, as I mentioned. I've only taken Saw to Relic 5 for now. There he is. I figured it gives him access to his level 9 Datachron. And to be honest, I feel like right now that's all I need him for. You know, he'll just make that team tick in terms of his leadership, his unique, all that kind of jazz. But I know there might be a benefit down the line, taking him to R7 for TB. Yeah, for now I'm going Umanar over that one. I'm trying to think if there was another one I'd been sort of... Ah, that was it. He is still on my favourites list. Savage. I'm going to take Savage up. Like the last thing I do before I start working on Lord Vader. Don't know what I take him to though, because on my main account I took him to on my free-to-play account I took him to Relic 7. And I do believe he's good there, but I'm wondering if in the short term I can just leave him at R5. Because the rest of my Triumvirate aren't that well built. But it's not like I need a crazy big Savage. Just something that'll do the job, essentially. I'm just wary that there's a lot of relics to go around on this top row. Yeah, it's only 6 characters. Crazy when you look at it from that perspective. And I'm actually doing alright in this with Ahsoka as well. I mean, 8 out of 17 is not great, but I'd like to think a few of these aren't like big jumps. Oh, okay. I'll rephrase that. Big jumps in terms of like I've got to go from low gear to high relics. You know, Snips, Ahsoka, Captain, Commander Ahsoka Tano and Fulcrum, they're all R9s. That's going to be rough, but they even got the R8 out of the way with Plo. So it's like, bar the Ahsokas, I actually think the rest of the requirements should be pretty easy. But first of all, we get this done. None of them are easy though, are they?
We could be okay, but I dream that we can fly.
Honestly, it's because I like Plo. I thought I'm going to use Plo in the raid, which I do, you know. I use him in the Maul Newt Sidious team. Well, instead of Newt, I use Staff. But yeah, I use it there, so I thought, well, I only need him at R7 to like get the benefit. Well, I thought, why not just take him up to R8 ready for Ahsoka? So yeah, I knocked off a requirement and I made myself happy at the same time. And his ship's a bonus. Wondering which one of these I take up next. Like, French is the oddball here. He needs gear, but the trouble is he needs car attack, so he's kind of just stuck in limbo while I find some for him. But these four don't need car attack until gear 12. So which one do I do? Right, nothing there. Essentially so that if they ever need gear in the future, I haven't got to work on them that much. Call it future-proofing. Besides, I'm only taking them up to the level that I can afford to, like gear 12. Anything beyond that and I'm over-gearing them. Whilst I get what you're getting at, I think even if they offered me like a $5 to do that, I'd be like, sure, I'll take it from gear 12 to R9. That's no problem. Wouldn't be a hardship. Yeah, it's these ones that hold me up because I just need like a really dirty amount of these. And it's not that they're bad, it's just I don't be farming that piece. I'd rather request it, and I don't keep nagging my guildmates for it when it's not for anything actually important. You know, like if I need like some gear pieces for a new tune I've unlocked, then yeah, it's important. If my next upgrade shows to be Clone Wars Chewie, I might get a little bit of grumbling when I ask again. That sounds about right. I mean, he has been in the Felucia missions. I know I've seen him when I've used Hondo and Young Lando. So it wouldn't surprise me if they haven't made him obnoxious there. I mean, granted, he was obnoxious anyway. Yeah, I've never liked those two missions just for the fact that... more the Young Lando one. It's very silly, but the simple thing is, Young Lando, I had the prepared smugglers all at Rally 7. It's the perfect team for him. And it's as if CG went, no, he doesn't go there. No, you gotta use him with Lord Vader. You gotta use him with Supreme Leader Kylo. And, or Rey. And I'm like, really? I can't actually use him with the team he's meant to be used with. You're making me put him with a team that he can work with, but it's like... Battlefries, hello there. I'm having a good day, how about yourself? That node winds me up so much for that as well. It doesn't matter who you have in that team, Iden will smoke you the start of wave 2. And not to mention, you get a bunch of turn meters, so if she doesn't smoke you, the rest of them will. I know there are ways of beating it. It's just... I really wish CG... I'll tell you what, right, CG. I will even take an Omicron for TB if you make it that smugglers can do that mission. I can't believe I'm suggesting it. Give Kira an Omicron. Give Young Lando himself an Omicron that requires all smugglers. But I will take it if it means that smugglers can do that instead of having to do some BS comp with Rey, Lord Vader, or Slacker. Or Leia. For the record, this is like a 3-year-old, well, 2-year-old gripe at this point. I know I did Young Lando and the smugglers thinking, oh yeah, I'll be able to do it. And then the game's like, no. Battlefries, you are summing up how I feel most days. Don't say that is me in a nutshell. I get up and I'm like, I don't want to get up. Yeah, totally relatable. I don't, I can't say I feel any other way than, that is me. Yeah, that is totally me. That is definitely an option, Snappy. It's just not the option I wish I had to take. For the Young Lando mission, use JMK, GK, Cat, Watt, and Young Lando. I've seen that one somewhere, I think. It might have been either Eggnod server or Bit Dynasty's website. My issue there is I haven't got Cat at Rally 6 or 7 on my main account. So, yeah. I'm going to have to build her up for Ahsoka, obviously, so I'll probably be able to loop back around for that. A little bit of a shame, because I can never do JMK on the nose that he's good at. Alright, let's plot these out. I mean, I don't have any problems with the Focus Datacron for Temple Guard being part of the event. You know, it's like the Prestige, not Prestige Crons, the... can't remember what the word we've used for it, but the Crons that you get in there anyway. So I don't mind it, it makes sense. But I've had a look at the others. I mean, I feel like the Jedi Cron is the big one. I think that's the one that people should be going for. After that, Rey, Krennic, I think they're both very good. I want to see what the Nebbit one can do. I don't know why, I've got a... My heart says I shouldn't go for the Nebbit one because I haven't got the currency to go chasing after Crons left, right and centre, and not just that, but upgrading them. But, yeah, there's a bit of me like, but it could be fun. And how often do we have fun in Swaggo? Oh, okay. Yeah, the Jawa Croton is going to be... I think that's the bottom line. It's going to be fun. And for me, that's the big thing. I want a bit of fun. Yeah, I mean, I think they've kind of tied it to Jocasta and Temple Guard, so you would like to think it will be good, but it probably won't be broken. You know, it'll just be something that you can use with those two. Yeah, bespoke prawn, that was the one. Cheers, lady. Let me try and re-say that. Thanks, Lady Geek. I feel like saying thanks, lady. I don't know why. My mum always said to me, never call someone lady. So that one just, at least on its own, it sounds wrong after my tongue. So yeah, I think that's as much my mum's thing as well, right? She always said she would always shout someone down if they ever called a lady. So it's like warps my brain. All right, let's go in here. Making them all droids and Jawas, though, is going to be fun. That means Queel can revive everyone. I mean, I think that's the big thing, that Queel and IG have essentially been called out. You know, it's like, alright, we've got some kook in here. I like it. You know, it's not like the old days where you could mix and match things more easily, but it's still a bit different to what we've had in recent years, isn't it? Yeah, 1836 is definitely good. We've got a tough one, especially on my first round one, or Temmins round. LGL like. Life's good. Life's good. But yeah, I think that's the bit that intrigues me. Even though there's only 5 Jawas, you think, surely with the stuff they've put in the Cron, it could boost them up a little bit. Not to be like a defense team, but maybe they'll do something on offense that we haven't seen. If you take them in against the right team, anyway. Like, I saw someone on Reddit, I think, going through them, and the thing that was called out was Tenacity Up could wreck them. But I'm thinking, doesn't IG apply Tenacity Down? I don't know if there's any Tenacity Up on the team, but Tenacity Down could be pretty big to make sure the thermals apply. Also, another little thing. With Queel's, this is the way, but not this is the way, I've spoken ability. He essentially gives IG the ability to revive. So the fact that now they're all droids, he gives them all the ability to revive, including himself, I'm guessing. I mean, that's pretty cracked, isn't it? Again, it'll probably get blown away by something good, but say you use it on offense against something that you know hasn't got anti-revive mechanics, it might be pretty decent. Maybe I'm just coping though. Maybe I'm just seeing it, I'm getting excited over nothing. A bit like this current set where we've got prawns that are good for the stats. It could just be that things like that are good for the stats. I mean, I've got Mir. Anyone going for the Temple Guard one? They're gaining Armor Pen, Resistance Pen, Crit Avoid and Tenacity. The Dark Side Vision rates Defense, Crit Damage and Potency. For the Nebbit one, it's Crit Damage, Health, Potency and Health Steal. For the Jedi one, it's health, defense, and crit avoidance. I did say it's a shame that wasn't protection. And the Krennic one is offense, crit chance, and potency. I feel like that one's hard to sleep on because support could be really interesting. If it's that old support level 6 we used to have anyway. I might be misremembering it. Yeah, I mean, I would love to be able to spread it out, but especially on this account, I can't. Oh, saying that, maybe I can this time. love to have a backtrack there, but my thought was I have been saving up episode currency. So it might be possible to like get one a week kind of thing. I only got dad bods because I knew it was going to be useful. But I haven't even invested in any of these because I haven't got any of the characters. Yeah, go on. And say I've got a couple of minutes because of that battle, so I'm all ears. Just tick a few things off. No 5 speeders. Well, that's not bad. That takes us to 800 battle computers. So you just unlocked Lord Vader, and he's the final GL you had to unlock. You're working on getting his ultimate. You went to spend charge up currency on Dark Side Energy. Oh, the misclick and it gave you light side. I mean, I know what you mean. That does feel bad, and I'm pretty sure I would end up doing it myself by accident just because I do click frantically. But on the flip side, there's always going to be a light side GL, so you will get benefit eventually. But I know what you mean. In the short term, it probably feels bad, doesn't it? I mean, I'm going for Jabba, so arguably I could like pump 5k in now, but I think I'm just going to hold fire because of these Datacrons. I feel like I need to just keep pushing them, you know what I mean? I mean, nothing too crazy there. I do go back to it. That Bulbacron really disrupted me last month because it was so expensive to build up. I mean, it's been worth it, but so expensive. I don't get that. On the Focus Datacron here, right, it does show you current stats. 95% crit damage, 10% crit chance, etc, etc. Wonder why they haven't built it into these that you can actually just see what the stats are rather than... Like, click on it and all it does is show me the level 9s. Like, why can't I actually have a panel where I can see what all of these are building up to, essentially? Oh, I hope it's a decent amount. It probably won't be, but I hope it's a bit valuable. You know, just to make you think, alright, it was worth building up that Focus Datacron. Pound to a penny it won't, though. Let me just have a gander at the Phoenix one, because I know that's good for, like, general stats. Crit chance offense, you've got the level 3 for turn meter, health offense, and Kanan. Yeah, that's where my head would be a bit stuck because I'd have thought the defense is what you'd be going for, so I'd have thought getting it to level 8 would be the goal. Unless I'm thinking of this one. Oh, it's this one. 100% defense, that makes more sense. But arguably then you'd only need to take it to level 7. Oh, I hadn't heard about that. I mean, I'm assuming that's with full Phoenix. I didn't get that on my main, even though I have got Phoenix built up. That might have been an interesting investment. If I could get the battle pass, the episode pass, I'd be tempted to do it because I'd have like a surplus of materials. But I'm playing free to play right now, or at least as free to play as I can be. And yeah, things a bit. Wow, I've... Sorry, I've got to take a screenshot. I asked my guildmate who does the TB platoons, I said, can you not have my free-to-play require mother towels? And he said, yeah, sure, it won't be on the platoons again. And lo and behold, I've been requested it for it.
Let's make the most of this night. Come on, baby, take my hand. And we don't need to do the things we don't want to do.
Oh, there's some things that you have to laugh at. Alright, sorry, that's me getting all amused by myself. I mean, I'm like Sammy, I do like Echo Bot, you know, but it's like here. Hang on, that wasn't it. It says it shouldn't be assigned, but then today it does request it. So it's like, I don't know. Did I go straight in with full auto? I'm kind of intrigued just in case I win on full auto without even... Yeah, I've won. I don't know if I put Scimitar in or not, though. Yeah, I either got bought in and died, or I went full auto and didn't realise. I mean, I know you could do it before, but I haven't really tried it since Scimitar got reworked. Yeah, I did bring it. I've 90 stacks there, it's definite. Yeah, because that always used to be the thing, didn't it? If you went first, you won, so it's always a case of what happens if you go second. Wow, I haven't seen Vader come out in this battle in a long time. I only ever have him in the reinforcements just because I couldn't be bothered taking him out. Alright, Grand Arena. I'm right, I'm first, aren't I? Yeah. Just checking I wasn't imagining that. Alright, we're up against Darth V, and that avatar gives me some EBGBs. That's like a flex of, I have the clones. You do not win this round. Let's try and beat him. So 11.4 mil on our side, 12.1 on theirs. We've got Zeta advantage, 297 to 260. Omicrons are only one behind, 39 to 40. Hang on, can I just pull up tab? Oh, I was going to say, I bet in my head I was on 39 there. I was going to say, how am I that far, like, not that far apart? Alright, so yeah, we've got Omicron disadvantage, but it's only by 1. With 3 GLs behind again, I'm kind of curious, is this the same, like, all across this week, or has anyone got... Oh, hey, we got a few! Mar and Cookcock. And say, Ahsoka and Lulvadia missing. Thank you. Welcome to the party. I'm still the baby of the group, but it's nice not to be, like, alone and being outside a full complement. Alright, so Relics, 191 to 258. Let's see, we got 7 and 7 on the Relic Knights. Considering we've got Master Qui-Gon and Padawan Obi-Wan this week, that's not bad. 15 to 24 on the 8s. 84 to 83 on the 7s, 60 to 102 on the 5s. Okay, you kind of expect that. Mods, a little behind on the 25s, a little ahead on the 20s, a little behind on the 15s. Fair enough. No worries, LG. You're around. Datacrons were behind. Fair play. They've got the health modding on C, so that's promising. Not sure what that's about. No Afro. No Built Zori. They have got Jar Jar, no Luthen. They have got Jocasta. Obviously got Seax. No Balin. Alright, I feel like there's a few bits of symmetry between our accounts. Not a total symmetry by any means, but a few bits. Alright. Let's see what they placed. And again, I shut down the wrong pig in window. Alright, let's just have a quick review. I'm assuming they haven't dropped any, but we can see. So no drops on Queenie, Gas, JMK or Rey. No drops on the Murd Bears, the First Order, the Resistance or Trench. Kyber 2, folks. No drops on Traya, DTMG or GG. And no drops on Executor, Negotiator, or Malevolence. Right, let's place all this in. So, Adrath. Trench. Be interesting that Asajj is in there. We've got Dash. And Qui-Gon. Yeah, it's certainly a problem. I do try and go heavy offense, though, to counter it. So essentially having the toys I want on offense rather than placing them on defense and struggling. Talzin on defense is a choice. Okay. 2 GLs for them. Sorry, 3 GLs, miscount. Alright, it is a decent level 6. I have not seen Night Sisters on defense like that in a long time. Also, Chopper in that team, that's different. You'd have thought it'd have put the hair on if, you know, if you're going to invest in a Kron, you'd have thought that. But saying that, it does give the 100% defense, so it's like... Right, let's just start noting these down again, and I'm going to make sure I save it. Because, as I said on Tammin, I'm getting sick of typing these in. The Lord Vader, Sith Eternal. I don't think we're going to do the same thing with Sith Eternal. I think it's more like we try Bo-Katan. Even though it didn't go great last round, I'm thinking maybe we'll get through. I really want to put Maul, but I don't trust Maul. At least I don't trust Lord Vader without Maul at the moment. I'll throw down Wampa. You never know, maybe something will be Wamperable. EP, so Empire Killer. We've got Talzin. We've got Bane. Do CLS. We've got Dabpod. We've got Qui-Gon. Put in Sid. I think that's all the big hitters. I don't think there's anything. Oh, maybe Veers. Maybe Veers. If I use Piet with Lord Vader, it's out, but otherwise we could use it. Alright. Let me just save this. We're up against Darth the... Okay. There we go. Can delete that one. So, I'm wondering if we do Lord Vader against Jabba again. Bo-Katan on Ahsoka. Blacker on Rey. I don't know if Imps can still do it, but I assume it can. I mean, this is usually the time Kit turns up and tells me that Night Sisters are immortal. But, yeah. Malgus is overkill there. I'm pretty sure Caloran was in as well, so even if my Bad Batch were built, I wouldn't trust it. Oh, sorry, not built. Echoes on defense. Yeah, I know what you mean. I kind of want to hold it there, though. I do have Sia Malicos, yeah. Hey up, Trevor Boy, by the way. Yeah, postpone that. I've got it available. I'm not entirely sure where I want to use it. At least with not knowing what the back wall is. I feel like Lord Vader on Jabba is the one I'm going to do. I haven't seen Raver take down Jabba. When was this? Dedra, folks? I can't be the only one who sees her in that clip and thinks, this doesn't feel right. I know she's an actor, but it's just like, yeah, just feels weird. Oh wow, this is a year ago. I'm glad. I've only just seen it. So yeah, this could be way out of date by now. How long ago was this? Yeah, the reason why I don't want to do Sia Malicos on Rey is because of Ezra. Oh, wow, that's 2 years ago. Damn. Yeah, my thought is I want to essentially overkill this. Just make sure I don't trip up over Ezra. Let's just move my Kamasak. There we go. Yeah, I think just the fact that it's there, isn't it? It kind of lures you in. Let's give Bo a go. Let's see how we come out of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Swap you out. Dash Rendar Kron. That's the one I've been using. There's a lot of defense because of that. I think the question for me is, who's the priority? I feel like Hu Yang's a bit of a priority. He really whacked me on my main account. But I don't want to disrespect General Syndulla because Fracture can be annoying. Maybe I've been giving Sabine too much respect, to be honest. Yeah, I think I'm going to focus on Hu Yang if I can. It's Hera then Hu Yang. Okay. Alright, go on, we'll pop that. I mean, it's 18 stacks. Not enough, but it's the start, I guess. Oof. Okay. Yeah, let's just pop that over there so Bo doesn't go down. Or OG Bo. Yeah, we're really getting restricted here in terms of no double taps or anything like that. I mean, at least Hu Yang was kind enough to hit a damage immune target. Again, we're not getting any form of double taps or anything. It's just so irritating. Like you're just pleading, can we please get some damage in here? Oh, and now we've got a Fracture on Bo. That is just yuck. Okay. That's 2 in quick succession, not good. I need that Fracture to lessen up. 2 minutes, we're struggling. Right, tank down. Right, come on. Fend in. 1 down. 15 stacks. 2 down. Right, all in on the bean. Ooh. Ooh. I'm gonna say, Bam, please come in and save IG. If I could have saved Bo, I would have saved Bo, but I know that we can't. Ooh. Why? Because 1, I haven't got the stats, and 2, Bo-Katan can beat Ahsoka. So why wouldn't we give it a go to save a GL? I mean, 30 seconds, we ain't getting through Ahsoka now, but we did get all the sides out, which is something. Yeah, the defense was just such a horrendous thing to try and pump through because we just couldn't get Hera out quick enough. She was able to disrupt a bit too easily. Yeah, I mean, I'll take that. Like I said, we've got 4 out. I'm almost tempted to just throw D in there. Yeah, it was a rough start for sure. Yeah, I can't really filter anything that's just Ahsoka. Yeah, I get that impression. I don't want to throw Bane at it, but I fear I might have to. Yeah, someone tried Sidious solo. I'm not surprised that didn't work. Inquisitors is, even if it did work, I'd be like, wow, that's expensive. I haven't got Sarnacron or Dana. That's not really a shout. I was hoping Dad Bob Boba might have an option, but no. Yeah, it does. If that was on offense, that would be something I'd be tempted to try. I know in the past JML's been a clean-up option, but again, that feels expensive. I do have Maul Mandos. It might mean I have to try Lord Vader without Maul. I could throw P at him. Let's do Lord Vader first. Let's just see how that ends up without Maul. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I know I had a Darkside Kron that got the max health thing. Sorry, the max health damage. Was it that? Yeah, I remember, because that's essentially... Yeah, perfect. Alright. Just stacking armor pen. You would like to think that that is good. At break, alright, I'll hold off him then. I'll hold off him then. I feel like I need to have something that comes on my screen for it. Yeah, JML's just something I don't want burned because I've got a sneaky feeling there's a Lord Vader back here. This opponent does have CX2 and Disguised Clone Trooper. So, I don't know if they've got... Well, I'm saying that. I suppose it all depends on if they've built Scorch up yet. Because if they've built up Scorch, surely it's pointless. JML will just get smoked. At which case, I'm probably be better trying something else anyway. Yeah, that's a funny spot to be in. Maybe if I could use JML to start and then Bane could clean up, or vice versa. I've just got Disguised Clone Troop in my head. I know that there was such a lot of anti-Jedi stuff in there. Right, let's give this a crack. Right, pop that on Lord Vader. Alright, that was a lot. Go on, just basic for a minute. Oh wow, Vader down. Might have been better doing that the other way around. Okay, thrown down. All right, 2 down. Yeah, Piat down. Although Chrysanthemum is definitely down. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm feeling 1 on terms of comfort right now. Yeah, I'm dead here. Okay. This is a dirty, dirty pair of GACs we're having. Probably. I say probably we are, but we're going to keep going. I mean, that all came down to the fact that I couldn't afford Maul. You know, in terms of Maul essentially gets the... If I get it right, we apply buff immunity, then dispel the taunt so that we can then focus on Boosh. Without that, we were kind of stuffed a little bit. We spent too long on Chrysanthemum, but we weren't in the greatest of places anyway, so... Unless Jabba's got a surprise here, we're not... Well, we're most likely not going to be able to win this 1-in-1. Probably got to come back with Rebel Fighters. Saying that, Asajj is down, Daka's down. Maybe they can surprise me. Alright, I didn't want Merrin to get 5 thermals. I was going to say I bet Kit could. He is the Night Sister guy. Oh, 5 thermals there. That almost feels like it taunts as far as, all right, we're not even going to let you get through it like you get insta killed, like the final insult. But yeah, it's taken me 3 to get through Jabba, 2 to get through Ahsoka. They didn't drop a single battle. So yeah, we aren't winning this. But like I say, we're going to put up a Bama school. We'll just see where we are. There are rounds when I don't feel like doing it. I just think to myself, it's a waste of time. With this one, it feels like, let's just see how we get on. I haven't played Hitman in some time. Probably talking 6 months or more. There we go. First win. Alright, so apparently I don't have a full complement of Darkside Mandalorians. Whoops. If Jango was needed, we're probably going to be a bit stuck. Oh, she hasn't cleansed. But those dots are going to do jack all, aren't they? They almost look like they beefed her up a bit. I didn't bring a 5th in because I didn't have Django available. The only thing I'm thinking is Django had healing immunity in his kit, but I'm not sure that alone would have done enough here. Black doesn't have taunt ignore, does she? Well, it's either she does and she's choosing not to ignore taunt, or yeah, she can't get around them. Yeah, I don't even know if the what Django brings to the team would have been enough here. I'm sure it wouldn't have hurt, but would it have been enough? Because really, you need ISC and Gar to go gonzo. You need them to sort of be chaining attacks constantly, surely. I mean, we're at 5 stacks of anguish again on Maul, but the fact is she's nearly at full health and protection. I mean, you're the one who goes about win percentages, though, Snappy. I mean, Trevor Boy did say 86%, so maybe with Django, but again, I'm not too sure what more Django would be doing other than that special with healing immunity. But you only get that every, what, couple of turns? Well, Django turn, I should say. Yeah, don't worry, it was my bad for not saying I ain't got Django. But it was just that thing of like, yeah, just to mess around. Alright, I'm going to throw in this and... yeah, let's do that. Actually, no, let's save that. Right, can we just do something to disrupt you? Apparently not. Alright, let's just keep passing. Yeah, I can see that angle of it. I mean, it's just one of them things. Django's on defense. I didn't like neglect him in that by choice, you know. It's just I didn't have him. But yeah, when you're stuck without, you're stuck without. I went 3-man just for the fact that I'm kind of bored. I'm not winning this, so I thought I might as well try something. You've had the nastiest snap win? What went on? Alright, I'm confused. And Nihilus, right, that makes a bit more sense. So when it's spelled like Nihilus from Swagger, that will cause confusion. Yeah, when there's a load of negative power, it can get very overwhelming for people. Usually they just retreat out because it's like, well, what do you expect me to do? Yeah, no worries. Just genuinely, I have Nihilus on my head with Swaggo, so... I was just thinking, hang on, have you mixed your games up? Yeah, if you get through Clog, you've done well. To be honest, I think I was struggling to get that done last night and I just managed to cheese it. Galactus is fun. I don't blame anyone for giving it a go. How I see it, you should just get it done passively. Like I say, I did it last night. I wasn't really trying. I just happened to retreat out when I got two lanes winning. Alright, that feels better. I don't know why, but I want to just see if something different can do this. Like, this probably is bad, but yeah, I'm just curious. Yeah, she revives. Just do that to try and get the other one. Or we get them both. Cool. Yeah, I love Vader. I mean, CX2, but none of the others. I mean, this isn't at all janky. Anyone would think I didn't anticipate getting to this wall. Alright, stand the lightning in again. Wipe to get rid of the dots. Oh, nearly. $65, I'll take that. So we're going to go all in on Darth Maul. Alright, nice and sweet. Enoch. I don't just throw Malgus at that. Maybe Sid can do it. I mean, there's one cleanse. There's... Yeah, there's one cleanse there, two there. Maybe we can time it, though. Okay, so there's one cleanse. Alright, Blight could be an issue. Alright, and that's an issue, the double cleanse. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to lean towards Galactic Republic. Just see if a board-wide nuke does the job. Alright, interesting that they keep going... Oh, okay, maybe not that interesting, actually. I was going to say it's interesting to keep going for Mace, but I thought we hadn't go as Taunt. Okay, let's stick there. I want to try and get this done before the ad break. Right, 45. So yeah, I don't really know what I do from here. I won't say the tricky teams, it's just Like I said, we've lost anyway, so it's just a case of what can we do to show face. Also, Grief Karga in this team. Like he's tried to do dash bounty hunters. So we Malgus this. We can see that, Raver that, and Starkiller that. I think that's all doable. Alright, Blam Adrad. Jump him. Put the fear out. Just avoid the AoEs just so that it's just Adrad who's getting all these nasty debuffs. Alright, he's got his big move, but hopefully we stalled it a bit. Alright, that's not good. Yeah, he can do that. Right. But mind, I felt like I played that alright until I just saw him get the ult charge and it's like, oh. Alright, so Father Under could have done better. I feel like that could be a lot of this round, to be fair. Let's put that on Ness. And we'll put that on Dash. Alright, Armorer needed a tank. Noted. I wasn't feeling like I needed much more anyway, but I thought Armorer could be some insurance. Did prove that way. Let's get the buffs and the debuffs landed. Okay, so Anakin basics. We can get rid of Qui-Gon. Alright, so a bit messy in terms of losing Nate's brother, but I feel like otherwise this was okay. And then for this, we've got Starkiller. Have I actually got a pre-save Starkiller team? That'll do. Yeah, honestly, it was a case of I didn't really care. A lot of this I'm not at all fussed about. It's like I'm doing it just to go through the motions. Right, you're poking out. All right, clean 65. I feel like that's the first time I've said that today. Let's just see how far behind we'd be. Hey up, Rifader. Bit of a messy one today. We've had a bad score on my main, and it's looking like a bad loss on here, so I say it's looking, it is going to be a bad loss on here. So, Highlander could be better. How about yourself? Going basic here. That's it. We wanted the assist. Maybe we get it here? Nope. Alright, you can kill here. And pull the assist there. Second one in a row that's bought in 5s. Usually it's Plo. I know that Plo might come in if there's an ally that needs healing, but I'm surprised that 5s is there at all. Okay. I figure I'll do that, because if not, I'll probably miss my chance. Okay. I'll play this manual just to make sure I don't accidentally drop banners. Alright, I think that saved it. So we do 3 here. Yeah, go on, why not? Okay, so the summon's going to be squishy. Yeah, spies it, right? Let's heal up Fury. Alright, Sunfac should blow up. Okay, so they've got a full, or a near full board of summons. The trouble with Malevolence, when you take it over, you don't really get a benefit as far as banner recovery. You get offense for sure, but I'd love something which was like, alright, you can now get your protection back. $75 kind of undermines the idea of doing it like that. Okay, ability block, special, yep. Defender. And a stun. They get buffed. They roll over and we steal them. Kill Poe. And we get a dodge. Of course we do. We go for Ray. I know as a fleet it is a dodgy fleet, but I really feel like I've been on the rough end as RNG with it. There we go. That looks a bit better. Yeah, 75. We actually got a banner up from last time. The final score, 1766. 70 banners behind, though. No. No, yeah, I'm right. 70 banners, isn't it? Yeah, we were miles out. All those drops at the start cost us, and then obviously we had the... Was the one at the back? Yeah, one on Enoch, so it's no surprise that we were out before we started, really, but it's a bit of a shame. I feel like... How do I put it? I feel like I was right in what I did in terms of... I'm in the cam again. I feel like going Bo-Katan on Ahsoka is a solid enough strategy. What I'm beginning to think is that I need to load up on Armor Pen if I'm going to do it. Like, I don't think I've done that enough in this strategy, so I think I need to make sure I've got that, like... Unless I need Armor Pen for Seer, I need to reprioritize it for that. And then Jabba, that was down to needing a cleanup. I mean, I did Lord Vader and that didn't work. So if I'd have known I didn't need more, then I could have gone... Let me get the turn order right. Lord Vader first special, Maul first special, and we could have rolled from there. Whereas, yeah, it fell down a bit after that. I think we got through Night Sisters fine. Rey was fine. I was actually surprised how well that went. I mean, I used a pretty chunky armor pen Kron, which does make me think if you've got the armor pen, you can get through it. Yeah, I think I used a tech Kron. Let's add some more. Why not? Yeah, 172% armor pen now. For attacker, support, tank, and healer. I had to have a think then. It's been a while since I counted. I don't know really, because I feel like they're the four factions I've always known, so I'm not... You can't really know what you've never had, do you know what I mean? I feel like they tend to fill the slots that we have. I mean, the only criticism I've ever had with the alignments, if you like, or the roles, there have been times when they've not really felt accurate. Like, say, Jedi Knight Revan's class as an attacker, yet I'd call him a support. You know, and things like that. That's the only time I've ever really not understood it. To be fair, most teams have one class each. They don't tend to have a healer, but they do have the other three. Like here, we've got tank, attacker, support. Actually, say that. Is R2 a support or attacker? Support, yeah. And then support. Kenobi's got attacker, tank, attacker, and support. I mean, again, you could do it, but I'm not that fussed over it. You know, we've always had it how it is, and part of the reason it sort of works is because Mastery is designed around it. Like, you break down a character, they've got, how to phrase it, like C-3PO is a tactics support, so he gains certain mastery based off it. So if you bring in another faction, you've then got to give them their own connections to strength, agility, and tactics. Essentially, yeah. Yeah, the heal tag's the least used. They're all the healers in the game. Compare that to support. But that's how I view it. You know, the three main ones, support, attacker, and tank, they're pretty much all we need. You know, it's alright, the idea of, well, what about a fifth? But honestly, we don't need the fourth. Yeah, a lot of them healers are not useful. I mean, when they brought in 11 as a healer. I'm sure they said something on the lines of they recognised that healers weren't in the game a lot, and that they wanted to create a healer that was also capable of supporting protection recovery. But I can't remember if he ever did that. He is technically a healer. He taunts, but he's a healer. Yeah, IG-11's a healer. I mean, I've just logged out the game, but I can bring it up on here. Right, okay. Yeah, I do agree with you on that. He is incredibly tanky for a healer. The only reason I bring it up is you wouldn't think it with how his character's designed. I mean, I've got mine modded in a particular way right now. Soon enough, I'll probably just let him go down to the bottom of mod roster. IG-12 and Grogu. It's essentially from Season 3 of Mando. Or the new one, it's... You know, he could be a healer now I think about it. He's either a healer or a support, I know that. Healer, yeah. Does make sense, you know. Grogu just keeps healing. If ever they bring out GL Grogu, maybe it'll be the healer GL. Yeah, it makes sense thematically, you know, you're not mixing the character up and creating multiple different versions that do different things. Maybe he turns to the dark side and then he becomes an attacker. Right. I'm looking for my raid button. There it is. Alright, let's go to Braves Phantom. Okay, so, quick thank you. Yeah, thank you very much for being here, folks. I'll admit, not the greatest of GACs on my side, so apologies for the lack of quality, shall we say. But the plan is now to be back on Saturday. Don't know who we're facing, obviously, but fingers crossed we get a better round in general that time. And yeah, hope to see you then, folks. Let's start the raid to Braves Fan, and I will see you then. All right. Bye-bye for now, everyone.